friend.
All right, I'm interested.
Okay, they want to just read it, so.
Okay.
A letter from Schaeffer Cox. It says, I just heard the great news. The ranchers are out. I'm filled with joy, even though I'm still stuck in this black site torture prison. I feel a little bit free today. I saw Cliven on TV and it made me glow with happy hope. When I watched the Frontline TV special on the ranchers a few months ago, all I could think of was, this is iconic struggle taking place. It was black masked stormtroopers who are iconic of the satanic globalists trying to round up and kill the cowboys, who are iconic of the American spirit of free and independent self-realization on the open range. It was as iconic as Darth Vader trying to kill John Wayne. I listened to the spooky TV voice-over guy characterizing the ranchers as bad, dangerous, criminals we should all fear and hate, and characterizing the BLM stormtroopers as the brave and selfless heroes who risked their lives to weed out crazy out of society. But his super deep propaganda voice was drowned out by the images I saw on the screen. The video footage was up spindle. What the voiceover said didn't matter at all. I was watching with my own eyes the American cowboy going extinct like the buffalo. I was watching from a secret prison as foreign paid troopers killed my country on TV. It was traumatic for me. Long ago, an old British friend of mine told me about flying from England on a RAF bombing run to Germany, then returning to the soul-sapping sight of his home city in flames and rumble. The destruction was so bad that he couldn't even find a place to land. He had to ditch in a field near the remains of the city. He described how he felt when he saw the destruction of his home, knowing that his family was lost and his country had fallen. He said his heart fell into his stomach and his breath left him. I didn't understand it at the time, but when the feds blasted their way into my home in a pre-dawn raid and threw my screaming wife and toddler to the ground, I knew. Then I saw the feds murder my countrymen with glee. I knew. And when I watched it all from a secret prison, I knew. And I knew what the ranchers would face. I knew the torture. I'd seen the death of many a man's body, and I had seen the death of many a man's soul. I wanted to write the ranchers letters of encouragement, but I could not. The prison would not allow it. And so I crafted the wisdom I would have told the ranchers into a pair of parables and called it Needles of Lions. Then I sent it out to the world like a rolled up message in a bottle, knowing that perhaps one day it would make its way to the ranchers who inspired it. That day has come. They are free, and no prison Gestapo can tell me I can't speak to them now. Will you guys make sure that they read Needles of Lions? It was written for them. I would love to hear from them if they are able. My case is full of Brady violations just like theirs. So maybe if we hound on the issue, I would be able to hug my patriot brothers on the other side of the wall before too long. Schaeffer Cox.
Okay, and I was talking about him with Morgan Philpox this morning, trying to figure out what we might be able to do for him. So
Yeah.
he's on our mind. So Needles of Lions. Huh?
Needles of Lions.
And where would we find that?
We'll send it to you.
Yeah, we'll get that. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, John.
Thanks.